Hi everyone, welcome back to Easy Busy Maths with Miss Harnish. Today I'll be covering surface area and volume of 3D dimensional shape in Form 2 syllabus. So I have few shapes here. I'm going to discuss both the surface area and volume together in one video. So let's start with the first shape that we have here, which is a cuboid. Okay, in a cuboid, surface area, before we start, let's discuss what is surface area. Surface area means we are going to check how many surface does the shape has, and we are going to calculate the area of all the surface. Okay, so for the first one we have here is a cuboid. Okay, so first of all you need to know for a cuboid. Hi everyone, welcome back to Easy Busy Maths with Miss Harnish. Today I'll be discussing surface area and volume of 3D shapes from Form 2 Chapter 6. First of all, in this video I'll be covering both surface area and the volume. As you can see here, you need to know what is surface area first of all. Surface area refers to all the surface that a 3D shape has, and we are going to calculate the area. Okay, so let's see the first shape here, the cuboid. As you can see, cuboid here, a cuboid has how many surfaces? Okay, first of all, you can see a cuboid has 6 shapes. So the first shape that we will see is this. Okay, so the area, we're going to calculate the surfaces and the area. So you can see our first surface is the rectangle. And how will you calculate the area of this rectangle? 14 and 4. And if you know, this surface is both sides, front and back. So our first formula will be 2 bracket 14 times 4. As you have the shape front and back. Okay, next one, plus we also can see our next surface on our side here. So here also will be 14. So our next rectangle here has a shape of 14 times 6, the area of a rectangle, and we have both front and both sides, right and left. So it will be two sides again, 14 times 6, plus we also have another two shapes here, up and the bottom one here. So we will have another two surface where the area will be 4 by 6, 4 times 6. That's all. So a cuboid has a total surface of 6, where each two of the sides will share the same area. So you're going to calculate the area of all the 6 surface, which will give you the answer of 328. So a cuboid has 6 surface and each surface will be 2 because both sides are the same. Okay, when we are calculating the volume of a cuboid is very direct, length times width times height. So your length is 4 times your width is 6 and times your height is 14. That's all. 4 times 6 times 14, which will give you the answer 336. Okay, so the first shape is done. Let's go to the next shape, which is a prism. Okay, so in a prism, let's see first what are the shapes, what are the surface that we can see. The first one, we can see a triangle here, and if you can see the triangle front and back. So our surface area will be two triangles, front and back, plus width. Next, what do we see? We do see a rectangle here, the first one. Next, what else can we see? We can also see a rectangle side here. And also, we will see the bottom base here, which is another rectangle. Some of the prism, it will be in the form of right angle. Some of the prism will be in trapezium. Some of the prism will be in a normal triangle. So it's depending which base are you going to see. So in this shape, we have two triangles and three different lengths of rectangle surface. Okay, so we are going to calculate one by one. For the triangle, it will be 2 bracket. Our formula of triangle is 1/2 times base. What's your base? 4, and times your height, which is 3, plus the surface with the black one. Let me redraw again. The black one is referring to the upper one here, which will be using 11 and 5. So plus 11 times 5. Next one, plus the green one is the side here. So the side here will be 3 and 11. Plus the last one at the bottom. The bottom one will be 11 times 4. That's all the surfaces that you can see in a prism, and you can calculate your answers. 1/2 times 4 times 3 times 2 plus 55 plus 33 plus 44. So your volume of a prism, your surface area of a prism is 144. So remember, your prism can come in few shapes, which is a right angle triangle, a equilateral triangle, or a trapezium. So it's depending on the shape given to you. So you will be having two triangles with three base of rectangle. Okay, for volume of prism, we will calculate as cross-sectional area times the length of prism. Okay, so what do they mean by cross-sectional area? It's going to depend on what is your cross-sectional area here. Here in this question, our cross-sectional area is a right angle triangle. If it's a trapezium, you have to calculate area of a trapezium. If it's equilateral triangle, you will calculate area of equilateral triangle. In this question, it's a right angle triangle, and your length of prism will be this. So your cross-sectional area will be 1/2 times 3 times 4, which is the area of the triangle, and times 11, which is your length of prism. So 1/2 times 3 times 4 times 11. So your volume will be 66. That's all for volume of prism. Let's see the next shape now, which we have a cylinder. Okay, for cylinder, I'll suggest you all to break down into the net surface of a cylinder. So for the net surface of a cylinder, this is what we see as the net of the cylinder when we open. Okay, so if you can see here, we have two circles. So area of a circle is pi r square, as you learn in chapter 5. So one circle is pi r square, there will be another circle here, pi r square. Okay, so surface area of cylinder, it will be 2 pi r square. Why 2 pi r square? Because you have two circles, 1 and 2. Okay, next one will be plus 2 pi r h. From where do we get 2 pi r h? Is from the surface here. Okay, as you can see, this will be your height of the cylinder. Okay, and the 2 pi r is, the pi r is referring to this part. There will be pi r from here, and you have two sides, another pi r here, which is coming from the circumference of the circle when you're opening them. Okay, so you have 2 pi r h from here. Okay, so volume of surface area of cylinder is 2 pi r square plus 2 pi r h. So let's substitute in 2 bracket 22/7 times your radius is 4. So times 4 square plus 2 bracket 22/7 times your radius, which is 4, and your height of the cylinder, which is 10. So when you calculate your answer, you're going to get you'll get your answer in decimal. 559.43. I'm rounding up to two decimal places. You can also leave your answer in fraction. It's up to you, which will be 3916 over 7. Okay, so this is the surface area of a cylinder, 2 pi r square plus 2 pi r h. Okay. Whereas for volume of cylinder, it is pi r square h. So pi will be 22 over 7, your radius will be 4 square, and your height will be 10. That's all. So 22 over 7 times 4 square times with 10, which will give you 502.86. Or you can leave your answer in fraction, which will be 3520 over 7. Okay, now let's go to our next shape. Our next shape here is a cone. For cone, I'll suggest you to break down the net of the cone as well. So for a cone, we will see this and this, the net of the cone. Okay, so this part is still your circle, which will be pi r square. And this part here, we call it as the lateral area. Lateral area. Okay, so when we are talking about cone, your surface area will be, your surface area will be lateral area plus your circle. So your lateral area will be pi rs, and your circle will be pi rl. Pi r square. Your circle is pi r square. Okay, what does L stand for? S stands for your slanted height, which is here. S is your slanted height, and sometimes we call them as length also. Pi rl is the same thing. So for cone, how will you calculate? 22 over 7 times 7 times 10 plus 22 over 7 times with 7 square. That's all. And what will your answer be? So your answer will be 374. That's the surface area of a cone. Whereas for your volume of cone is 1 over 3 pi r square h. If you can see, the difference here is h, here is s. So what's the difference? S stands for the slanted height, which is this. This is s. Whereas your height is here. This is your height, which you will need to use Pythagoras theorem to apply and get the length of your height. Okay, so before we calculate the volume, let's calculate the height. For your height, it will be h square equivalent to 10 square minus 7 square. So your h will be square root of 10 square minus 7 square, which will give you 7.14. This will be your height. So now to calculate your volume, it will be 1 over 3 times 22 over 7 times with your radius, which is 7 square, times with your height, which is 7.14. So 1 over 3 times 22 over 7 times 7 square times 7.14, which will give you the answer 9163 over 25, or you can leave it in decimal 366.52. Okay, so this will be the volume of cone, 1 over 3 pi r square h. Remember, for own surface area and volume. One is using length, one is using height. There's a difference. Okay, let's see the next surface that we have here, which is the pyramid. Okay, for surface of area of pyramid, if you are trying to open the neck, you will see a base and you will see 4 triangles here. Okay, so you have 4 triangles with one base. So to calculate your surface area will be area of 4 triangles plus with one surface. Okay, so what are your 4 triangles that you're going to have here? It will be this one. So your surface area will be 1 over 2. You have 4 triangles, so 4 bracket 1 over 2 times your base is 2 and your height is 4, plus your base area is this bottom one. So your area of this square, it's a square because both the sides are same, so it will be 2 times 2. That's all. 4 triangles with one base, so 4 times 1 over 2 times 2 times 4. So your surface area will be 20. Okay, where else for volume? Your volume for pyramid is 1 over 3 times base area times height. So in this case, 1 over 3 times, what's your base area here? Your base area is the square at the bottom, which is 2 times your height. Height of the pyramid is 4. So times 4, which will give you the answer 1 over 3 times 4 times 4, which will give you 16 over 3. That's all. Okay, so all these are the shapes where we have done the surface area and volume. Thank you everyone. We'll see you all in the next video.